Well, I'm Chris Robillard. I'm from Devon. I'm a publisher and also a writer of war stories. And my last book was about my dad, a thing called From Barry to Barry. That was a modest success, and I've been involved in this new book, which is called Captain and Mrs Jones, which has been quite an incredible journey.
I'm Anthony Jones, and I'm 79 years of age, and I live in Malden.
What were your feelings when you opened the envelope and sort of saw what was inside?
Initially, surprise, to say the least, and then gradually going through it, I suddenly realised that a lot of that information I didn't know.
Anthony gave me a call. Said he lived in Malden. He'd seen a little ad in one of my community magazines about me putting together World War II stories that had not been told, and I went to meet him. I met him at the Churchill Inn in Malden. He amazingly showed me this envelope he received from MI5 the previous December about his father, who'd been a war hero and a member of the SOE, and it all started then. When I first got these papers, I realised nobody else had actually seen them other than Anthony himself, and they required a lot of looking at, and they revealed lots of information about Sydney himself, but they only told part of the story. That these were some of the facts, but they're not the story behind the facts. So it took a lot of research to find out his career in the Royal Engineers and what he did before working for. Personally knew Elizabeth Arden, lived in America, and before that I'd worked on the ships as a radio officer, travelled to the Far East, travelled to America, lived, and him joining up, and how in fact he got moved from a captain in the Royal Engineers based in Salisbury to becoming a specialist agents for SOE, carrying out two incredible successful missions in France, committing sabotage, organising the resistance, and remarkable other things which resulted in him getting awards. And also the story of his mother, who bravely left Vienna following Nazi persecution in the middle of the 30s, came to Paris as a model, married Sydney, and Anthony was born in 38. Yeah, the book has been quite a remarkable thing. We went through about 50 or 60 different titles, and we came back to the simple title of Captain Mrs Jones. It seems a basic title, but it tells an amazing story of two incredibly brave people who gave their lives in, for the Allies' cause, gave their lives in different ways, and their contribution was amazing. And certainly Captain Jones's story has been in cold storage for 70 years and has only just been, more recently been released, and I was intrigued to put together a tribute to them and honour them and their family, and it's been an incredible journey. So talking about your dad's medals, we've talked about the most famous medal, and obviously
The MBE.
This is the MBE, which of course you collected from the King on the 5th of November 1946 at St James's Palace. We think the Queen was there, and we think the Queen talked to Anthony, which is really nice, and you were aged 8.
Yeah.
So that was a wonderful occasion, and obviously we've got the letter confirming that you were there. Quite a wonderful experience, but an overawing experience for your father. And these are the two War in Europe medals from the British Army. Yeah. These two, presumably, did you get them? When did you get these?
I can't remember exactly when.
No, in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just came through the post.
Yeah. And that's the British Army. And then Anthony's, because he's half English and half French, he's very proud that the French government sent him awarded his father the Croix de Guerre avec palme. It's a piece of palm on it, which is one of the highest French orders for his service, and that was quite a wonderful thing. You got these in the post when you were in Kingsbridge in 1994, so that was a really nice moment for him.
Well, it's been very exciting, to say the least, and it's a great eye-opener to somebody else's way of life, etc.
The story has everything. It has love, romance, espionage and tragedy. It is one of these stories that I could not grow tired of because there was so much to reveal. There were some pretty terrible things, but there's some pretty wonderful things as well. It's been part of a life's journey, and as I say, very good for the soul.